Yo, so Grand Theft Auto Online has a whole bunch of different ways to make money, but this week there's a few that you're really going to want to take advantage of, so let's jump right into it in GTA Online. First things first, we got to cover the brand new drag races. They actually just dropped this week in GTA 5 Online and they're pretty fun, I'm not going to lie. Plus they're currently paying out double money on RP, so you're definitely going to want to take advantage and try them out this week. The way you start them up is by pressing start, going online, jobs, play job, Rockstar created, races, and then just scroll down until you find the brand new drag races. Now if any of you guys have ever played Need for Speed, then this is going to feel pretty similar to something like that. You're going to notice the gauge right here on the left side of your screen, just like most other racing games, and a big difference here compared to any other GTA Online racing mode is that you're going to be driving a manual. Basically, you want to shift up whenever the needle is in the blue section of the gauge. It took me a second to get the hang of it, but honestly, it's not that hard. Then again, I've played a fuck ton of Forza and Need for Speed, so. But yeah, each race is really short. It just has you going down the street for a minute or so, and then halfway through it, you're going to unlock a nitrous boost, which is pretty reminiscent of those racing games back in those old school arcades. Anyway, while I'm a fan of these new drag races, what I'm not a fan of is the payout. I came in first place and made just short of $3,000. Plus everyone else betted, so I made an extra $2,100 coming out to right around $5,000. And guys, before y'all say anything, yeah, this is definitely not the best way to make money. Trust me, the next ones are gonna pay out way better than this one. But this is a new feature, so I felt that it was worth mentioning. Rockstar, you guys really need to up the pay for this. Holy shit. For our second money method, we have the standard time trial. This week, you'll be able to find it right here in the city on top of this parking garage. Now, I always recommend using a motorcycle as opposed to a car just because they're easier to maneuver with in traffic. I feel like it's easier to crash when you're driving a car, at least for me, since it's obviously a whole lot wider. With the motorcycle, you can just fit in between traffic, which definitely comes in clutch here. And the one I used for this time trial was the Shinobi, one of my favorite bikes in all of GTA Online. Now, once you're at the top of this parking garage, you're going to want to drive into the purple time trial area and press right on your D-pad to start it up. Immediately after doing so, open up your map and set a waypoint on this yellow dot right here. Then bring up your phone, quit the time trial, and restart it. Once you go off of this ramp at the beginning, you want to make sure you're leaning back a little bit because otherwise you're going to crash and fall off your bike. But this time trial is really straightforward, you guys. Just follow the path on your minimap and watch out for NPCs in the way. There's also a bunch of straightaways on this time trial, so make sure you wheelie as much as possible if you're on a motorcycle. Just lean the left stick on your controller back while driving and you'll start to pop a wheelie. Anyway, for completing this week's standard time trial, you're looking at a payout of $102,000. For our third money method, we have the Rhino Hunt adversary mode. This week, Rhino Hunt is paying out double money and RP as well, which is dope, and this one actually pays out pretty good, so make sure you stick around for this one. Anyway, you're going to want to start this one up by pressing start, going to online, jobs, play job, Rockstar created, adversary modes, and then scrolling until you find the 3 Rhino Hunt adversary modes. Now, this one is really straightforward. You have two teams, the Hunters and the Rhino team. The Rhino team are all in Rhino tanks, and their goal is to stay alive until the timer runs out, which is for 3 minutes. And then the Hunter's goal is to simply just take them out. They're given sticky bombs, and they just need to try to get rid of the Rhino tanks before the timer runs out. I had 2 subscribers in this match with me, and just like a lot of the other adversary modes, this one was a whole lot of fun. I started out on the Hunters team in the first round, and I ended up taking out bro in the Rhino tank. After that, I spent the next 3 rounds on the Rhino team, and it was pretty easy after this. As close as they got to taking my ass out, they just could not do it. But anyway, as I said, I was whooping hella ass in this match and ended up taking a dub. And for doing so, I made a little over $73,000. So if you guys are looking for a really fun money method to grind out with the boys, then you're definitely going to want to check this one out. For our fourth money method, we have the HSW Time Trial. This week, you can find it right here in Textile City. Now, unfortunately, this one is only available to those of you on a next-gen console. So if you happen to be on an Xbox One, PS4, or even on a PC, then unfortunately, you're out of luck here. But if you're on an Xbox Series X or S or on a PS5, then you'll be able to grind this one out. Now, aside from needing a next-gen console, you're also going to need to own an HSW upgraded vehicle. And considering what I just went over earlier with the standard time trial, I'm going to recommend using the Hakuchi Drag. It's the only HSW upgraded motorcycle in GTA Online, so this is a no-brainer for me. Anyway, once you get to the purple time trial area, you're going to want to press right on your D-pad to start it up. Then just open up your map and set a waypoint on this yellow dot right over here. Now just close out your map, quit the time trial from your phone, and start it up again. Now, while I find pretty much all of the HSW time trials really easy to complete, you're going to need to stay focused on this one. I was able to make it on time, but this one isn't as generous with its time frame as other HSW time trials are, so just make sure you haul ass down the path your minimap tells you to take. And remember how I told you guys earlier to wheelie on a motorcycle earlier? Well, if you end up using the Hakuchi Drag just like I recommended, you're going to want to not do that. Instead of leaning your left stick back towards you, do the opposite and lean it forward. Trust me, with this bike, leaning forward is going to make you go so much faster. But anyway, for completing this week's HSW time trial, you're going to make $251,000. Now, for our fifth and final money method, we have the Autoshop Contracts. This week, you can make double money from this money method, which is hands down the best way to make money right now. So in order to get started with the contract robberies for the auto shop, you're going to need to own an auto shop business itself. And luckily for you, they're 30% off this week if you buy one along with any of the upgrades for it. The auto shop is a great business to have in GTA Online, so if you still do not own one, now is definitely the time to get one. Once you own one, you're going to want to come over to this whiteboard up here and pick any of the 3 contracts on it. I already had a Union Depository contract on the board from last time that I forgot to complete, so W right there. And this one is going to pay out way more than any of the other contracts, so if you happen to see the Union Depository contract, take advantage and do that one first. Now, regardless of which one you choose, there's going to be 2 prep missions and then a big finale. They're honestly a lot of fun and should only take you about 30 minutes to complete, so it's really just a great way to make money in GTA Online. Anyway, once I happened to complete the entire Union Depository contract, I made a fat $540,000. Now, like I said, the auto shop is a great little business to make some money with, and aside from the contract robberies, there's plenty of other money methods that come with owning one. So if that sounds interesting, then you'll definitely want to click on the video on screen right now.